Hello everyone, it's Andrew. I'm here in Atlanta. We just arrived for the debates. It's gonna be fun. I'm here with Zach.
Yo, check out the camo math hat. They're
Camo.
live and they're awesome.
Wait, can you see him? Let's see.
I have a light.
It's too camo.
You have a light. Look at that. Camo math. And then we have the awesome Lacey Delane in the front. We're stuck in traffic so she can turn around. And then Ethan, you can say hey.
What's up?
So we're listening to the classic song "Hungry Eyes" by who the heck sings the song?
I don't actually know.
I'm gonna hum a few
Dancing.
bars. So in the Dirty Dancing soundtrack. Hungry eyes. Hungry eyes.
No one knows any other words.
I feel the heat between you and I.
Yeah, nailed it.
Yeah. If you don't know the song, you should know the song because it's an 80s classic. So we're here in Atlanta. We're stuck in traffic, which is apparently not that unusual here in Atlanta. We are going to play basketball with Dominique Wilkins. So fun. And then very fitting because we're in Atlanta. We have a CNN interview ahead of time. I'm not making this up. They were based in Atlanta, right?
They are, yeah.
Fire
They
trucks
still
going
are?
on the road. I don't understand.
I mean, yeah. So when you're in Atlanta, you definitely should do a CNN interview. Well, that's very exciting. Also exciting, while we were en route, we got our third qualifying pole in South Carolina. Thank you, South Carolina. Yay, South Carolina.
Yeah.
Love you, South Carolina. Thank you.
Yeah, that was a good feeling because, we got a hardworking team in South Carolina led by Jermaine Johnson. And no, actually, there's another state director there too.
Heidi. There's a whole bunch
Oh, yeah.
of great people in South Carolina.
Yeah, Heidi's a champ. What's Heidi's last name?
I don't know, man. I just know it's Heidi.
You just know her, Heidi. Heidi's a powerhouse in South Carolina. So thank you, Heidi.
What's your last name? Johnson, yeah.
Heidi Johnson Young. Well, no wonder, because like Jermaine's last name is Johnson too, so it's like you can see why I'd get that confused. Anyway, Heidi Johnson Young, Jermaine Johnson, and the entire South Carolina Yang Gang. Thank you for working hard and getting the word out. That was a strong result, given that we haven't really gone on the airwaves in South Carolina. There's a lot of room for growth there, I believe. South Carolina voters tend to be highly influenced by what happens ahead of time. So we've first got Iowa, New Hampshire, Nevada, and then South Carolina. Most people think South Carolina happens before Nevada, but it's actually Nevada. So yeah, great result. Puts us in pole position to make this December debate, which we always were very confident we were going to make, but still nice, Because now getting one more poll result between now and I think it's December 12th is going to be very straightforward. As a matter of fact, I could probably just chill out and do nothing. I mean, it's not, obviously we're gonna, keep campaigning and grinding. But I will say, I think that if we did nothing, we'd get a 4% poll between now and December 12th. So, thank you, Yang Gang, for making it happen. Thank you for the awesome energy. Las Vegas was a blast. Bet on Yang was so fun. So many awesome people came in from around the country. A little bit of a West Coast bent, which makes sense because it's Vegas. But around the country, there were some people from New York, people from all over, and as usual, the energy was so palpable and crucial. Special shout out to the winners of the Freedom Dividend who were there. What incredible stories! I mean, one thing I said to them was that no matter what, we can be very proud that we improve people's lives in a very direct way. You know what I mean?
It was really touching.
Yeah, it was super touching.
The teacher who said the guy's first check when he went, this guy's first check he took and he bought binders for his kids. He's a school teacher. That's what he just went to send the money right to his kids. It was like the most wholesome thing you could ask for. Sorry.
Yeah, no. Michael Clark in upstate New York teaches 5th grade and bought 34 notebooks for his kids. Like one of the first things he did with the money. obviously it's freaking heartbreaking that teachers need to spend their own money on
Yes.
school supplies, because apparently he went to the
Yes,
principal first and was like,
obviously.
hey, kids need notebooks, and then they were like, no money. But he said that every teacher he knows just goes and does it out of pocket. There's actually a giant Org Donors Choose that focuses on that because it's so ubiquitous. So look what we did, Yang Gang. We got some kids some notebooks, and then that times, you know, what the money would do in all of our hands. It's the kind of big move we need to make that I'm very excited about. So yesterday I saw a bunch of the other candidates, had some fun exchanges and gossip. One thing I was very proud of was that Elizabeth Warren said she's halfway through my book, which I was like, awesome. I mean, after the last debate, we had an exchange afterwards, and then she was like, yeah, I'd like to see the studies and data, and I was like, well, I actually wrote a book on this topic, I'll send it to you. And so, you know, so I sent it, but you have no idea if someone's actually going to like receive it and read it, you know what I mean? Because like, you know, she's a very busy woman and like might not be home very often, and when you send it to the campaign office, so who the heck knows, right? So it was actually very touching to me that she says she's halfway through it. She says she's enjoying the heck out of it, and yeah, I mean that would never have happened without obviously like
Yang Gang.
you know, like the Yang Gang and like the whole campaign and everything else, because you know, it's like we engaged at the last debate, and then she was like, oh shit, like maybe I should read this dude's thing because like, you know, he clearly has some experience and insight on like the automation front. So that was exciting. We made that possible. There were some other exciting things on the pike, coming down the pike. I'm probably not allowed to say this, but I got booked on Jimmy Kimmel for later this month. So that'll be good. You know, like the mainstreaming of Yang continues. I'm also really proud, and this is like,
not supposed to do that.
yeah, no, whatever. And then because, so you all probably know that Joe Biden and I get along quite well, but then he came out with a statement saying that he wouldn't legalize marijuana because he thought it could be a gateway drug, and I obviously disagreed with that quite strenuously. So I put out, it's like, hey, I think we should legalize marijuana, but I took it a step further and tweeted out a photo of me at a giant cannabis facility dispensary with a caption, say my name because I'm a big Breaking Bad fan, and you clearly can't look at that picture without thinking of Heisenberg and Breaking Bad and all that stuff. And so, you know, like the thing I just realized after the fact, hours later, was like, I'm so proud of the fact that we're the kind of campaign that could put that out there, and it's totally consistent with the campaign. Because I was trying to imagine other politicians like trying to put that sort of thing out there, and it would be impossible. Like, you know, they'd just look, you know, ridiculous, I think. I mean, I looked ridiculous too, but for me to look ridiculous is not is not off-brand, sort of. You know what I mean? It's like, you know, it's like having the lab suit get up and all that stuff, because you know, cannabis plants need a relatively pure environment to grow up in. So you can't just be stomping around like leaving contaminants all over the place for people's cannabis. That's fun. Anyway, so we have just arrived at the facility. I think I have to get ready for this interview in this basketball game where I'm going to get destroyed by an NBA Hall of Famer in Dominique Wilkins. But have a blast doing it. Thank you, Yang Gang. This debate should be a lot of fun. I'm actually exaggerating a little bit because MSNBC is moderating, so I don't know if it's going to be that fun.
Fox News just did a piece about my tweet.
That's funny. I mean, I'm like, honestly, we're like,
That was ridiculous. That was ridiculous.
so saying it would be fun is obviously an overstatement, but I think it'll be a good night for us because any chance we have to talk the American people to win, you know, like I've met now thousands of Americans around the country who just say flat out, it's like, hey, saw you this debate, saw you that debate. So people are smart. People see what they're seeing and listen. And then the media treatment afterwards is, you know, transparent to us. Like people can tell who they're trying to elevate and de-emphasized. So yeah, we're just continuing to grow, and thanks to you all, we're gonna keep on growing and peak at the exact right time and win this whole thing. More confident than ever. I've had some incredibly inspiring exchanges that I think are going to be really, really awesome for the campaign soon. But nothing's more awesome than you all. Thank you very, very much. We'll see you very soon.
Bye, guys.
Bye.